Okay, so should I just stand here now, or?
No. Tell you what, let's do.
I never sang solo on yours before. I mean, I've sung solos.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, no bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Great job.
You may be seated. Welcome, future graduates, staff, parents, grandparents, and others that are here to support our graduating class of 2022. Graduates, the day is finally here, whether you've been looking forward to it or dreading it. We have accomplished so much throughout our 13 years of school to get to this moment, and we are surrounded by so many people that have helped us get here. I would like to thank teachers, faculty, and parents for supporting all of us on our journey for this moment. Throughout our years of school, success is something that it's been talked about repeatedly, whether it was perfect attendance, sports, or getting an award. But now our biggest success is sitting here today. We have been through setbacks, bad grades, stress, and COVID restrictions, but we've all made it to this moment. Many of us have been together since elementary school, and now we go our separate ways to achieve our goals and be successful again and again. I remember coming into the school and being shy and scared of what the next 4 years would hold, and I believe many of you felt the same way. But now leaving, I have seen many of us grown into people we've always dreamed of becoming. I know I should not be sad as I stand before you today, but change is hard. However, with that change comes bigger and better things. I again thank every one of you for being here today to commemorate the accomplishments that each of our graduates have worked so hard to achieve. And to the class of 2022, I say, congratulations, we have made it.
Please bow your heads in prayer. Dear God, we are gathered here today to celebrate all of the hard work and dedication of these graduates before me. Thank you for helping us through these past 12 years so that we are able to be here experiencing today. May you be with us all and continue to guide us as we take this next step forward in our lives. In Jesus' name, amen.
Retta Simon Cloyd is a 1998 graduate of Lugoff-Elgin High School and a 2003 graduate of the College of Charleston, where she earned the Bachelor of Arts degree in corporate communication with an emphasis in leadership. Following graduation, she began her career in marketing with global media giant iHeartMedia, where she rose through the ranks as marketing consultant, director of new business development, and vice president of sales and marketing. After 15 years of working in broadcast and digital media, she joined the leadership team of Forbes Publishing as the vice president of authority marketing, working one-on-one with accomplished CEOs and entrepreneurs from around the globe and developing their personal brand through the written word. After 16 successful years of developing and scaling businesses, Retta became an entrepreneur herself by starting her own marketing and consulting firm in Charleston, South Carolina, appropriately called In the Black. She is joined at In the Black by fellow LHS alum, Kate Lynch-Goff, who serves as creative director. Retta, along with the ITB team, is responsible for promoting and preserving over $150 million of revenue spanning across the states of South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, and Oklahoma. In the Black has been named the best marketing firm in Charleston in 2020, 2021, and 2022 by the readers of the Post and Courier, Mount Pleasant Magazine, and Charleston Living Magazine. In addition, Retta was named a top woman in business for 2021 by the readers of Charleston Women in Business Magazine. Retta currently resides in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, where she enjoys exploring the Low Country with her family and serving as the recruitment and marketing director of Alpha Delta Pi sorority for the state of South Carolina. Please welcome Retta Simon-Cloyd.
So glad that sun went down just a little bit. Thank you so much for the warm welcome and great introduction. It is so good to be back in God's country tonight. I would also like to take a moment and thank Mrs. Terry McManus for extending me this invitation, as well as the faculty and staff for such a warm welcome back home. I am truly humbled, shocked even, that I was selected for this opportunity to come speak with you all tonight, as I feel grossly underqualified to be sharing with you tips on how to be successful. But since the 90s are back, I guess someone thought it was fitting to invite a Simon. But as you all know, my mother is the best one. And if you don't believe me, just ask a Rabin or Branham or Dixon or Ray. They'll fill you in. Chances are she either taught your mom, your dad, or even one of your grandparents. But what's for certain is she made a positive impact on the youth of this community. And tonight, I know that the only reason that I'm up here is because of her. In fact, she and my amazing father, Billy, along with a few select others, are why I'm standing here. And you are where you are because of the amazing people in your life who sacrificed for you, loved you, cared for you, and showed up for you every chance they got. So please take a moment and stand, parents, so that our graduates can take this opportunity to properly honor you and thank you with a round of applause. As I said just a moment ago, I feel grossly underqualified to be standing up here today because, well, I wasn't a stellar student. In fact, I wasn't even an honor graduate. There were no medals around my neck, nor were there honor cords. I was considered average. Why? Well, that's another story for another day. But almost 24 years ago, to this day, I decided that I didn't want to be average anymore. You see, after tonight, you have the power to choose your own adventure and decide how you want your story to begin and how you want it to end. So before you start counting the number of people that are in front of you or the hardware around your neck, I ask you just to give me a few minutes of your attention, and I will do my absolute best to give you some tips on how to play this game that you're about to play called life. Lesson number 1, tough times don't last, but tough people do. Now, as a graduate of Lugoff-Elgin and a native Lugoffian, I think that's what they call us, right? Yeah. I know we can all put a check mark beside the box that's labeled tough. Am I right? We were raised on the banks of the watery river, We flew down the back roads off of Highway 5. We know how to bait her on hooks. We know how to handle a lifted pickup truck, and hopefully stand up for what we believe in. And for my generation, we earned our tough badges by winning baseball championships, wrestling championships, and delivering the first tail whooping to our cross-county rivals, both in Zemp Stadium and on this field. Some of my favorite moments in my youth were right here on this field, and some of my most challenging moments were right over there in that building. What happened? I'm glad you asked. On February 22nd, 1998, I was faced with the harsh reality that this world doesn't care about what you want, as I opened up my rejection letter from the College of Charleston. I was heartbroken, devastated, as in that moment, I felt an enormous amount of pain and was filled with the feeling that I wasn't good enough. And if you haven't felt that type of pain, you will. And just like my father told me that night, I'm going to tell you the same thing. You can give in and give up, or you can get up and get to work. So I wiped my tears, made a game plan, and decided that no one was going to write my story except me. And on March 3rd, a few days after my rejection letter arrived, I hopped in my Ford Escort, along with 18 recommendation letters from my teachers and my coaches, and I headed to Charleston because I thought I could get a meeting with the president of the college. I did. Now, I'm not sure if it was something that I actually said or the fact that I had enough gumption at 18 years old to declare a meeting with the president of the college at the time, who was Judge Alex Sanders. But in that meeting, I pled my case and struck my very first business deal, which was and always will be the deal of my lifetime. I felt accomplished, important, invigorated, because the first time in my life, I knew exactly where I wanted to be, and I went after it with all of my might. And as long as I hit the high benchmarks that he had set for me, he was willing to waive the 30-hour requirement that it was going to take for me to transfer in and allow me to transfer at the end of my first semester. For years, I hid that story, embarrassed by rejection, by my failure. But with having 24 more years under my belt now, I now know that failure isn't the opposite of success. It's the pathway to success. And more importantly, I was a tough person, and so are you. And tough times don't last, but tough people do. I got in, by the way, and graduated. Thank you. Lesson number 2, surround yourself with those who see greatness within you, even when you don't see it yourself. Sounds pretty good, right? Maybe even easy. But as you'll learn, people will change. You will change. Even your taste buds change every 7 years, actually. I did learn that in my biology class here. And as you grow and develop and learn more about what it takes to get to where you want to be, some folks won't be able to ride the waves of life with you. But the ones that do, make sure that they see greatness within you. And in turn, you see greatness within them too. These people become your people. They should be able to challenge you and give you a space so you can share your fears and your worries, but also be able to help motivate you to take that next step, to push you to take that leap, to jump, because they are your parachute if or when you may need it. They get you, and when you find these people, and you will, thank them. Don't text them. Don't snap them. Look them in the eyes and truly thank them. There's a saying in leadership, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And although I may have heard that quote for the first time in a business conference, the first time I actually experienced it for myself was in these classrooms in this county with Mrs. Jeannie Waters, Mrs. Paula Costello, Mrs. Tammy Johnson, Mrs. Evelyn Gibson, around the kitchen table with Mrs. Susan Layton, who I still don't know how she helped me pass math, and on the court with Mr. Tim Hopkins and Coach Calvin McCroy. Wherever you all are tonight, thank you. Thank you for teaching me when to lead and when to listen. You all are a part of my people, and each of you help equip me with confidence and resiliency. Two things I didn't know I was learning at the time. And I am truly thankful for each and every one of you, and for all the teachers and staff and administrators who love our children, who root for our children, and promote and, God bless, protect our children. We see you and we thank you very much. And for the last lesson I have to share with you this evening, it's really, really simple. Look up. Look up the answer when you don't know. Because I don't know isn't an acceptable excuse. Look up from your phone and into the eyes of the people who love you more than life itself. Look up from the screens and into the eyes of the people who still have lessons to teach you. Look up an old friend or family member that you haven't seen in a while versus just liking their last social media post. Look up to the sky and clasp your hands when this world becomes too heavy at times and you need an extra dose of strength to get you through your day or to give thanks for this life that you were given. But look up into the mirror each and every day and remind yourself that you are worthy, that you too can rewrite your future at any moment. As long as you remain tough, surround yourself with people who see greatness within you, and live each day with a grateful heart. Look up, class of 22, and raise your L. This is active participation. I want you to always remember this. Each and every single one of you are anything but average. Congratulations, and go Demons.
What a journey this has been. What a wonderful, magical, rigorous, exciting, tough, amazing journey this has been. Now, before I really get started, let me just tell you that I took public speaking online. Yes, online on Zoom, where I did all of my speaking into a computer, so this whole speaking in front of hundreds of people is just a little different. When I was preparing to write this speech, I had no idea where to begin. How do you reflect on 13 years, on all your time in school, from kindergarten to 12th grade, in less than 3 minutes? How do you describe every little thing and every little moment you've experienced throughout your time? That line of thinking led me to this. It really is the small things in life. Although they may seem minuscule, the small moments in life, the little moments of joy throughout our days, are really and truly what make life worth living. So as I share this, I ask you to reflect on the little things throughout your school career that have made these years worthwhile and fulfilling. From your parents walking you in on the first day of kindergarten, to elementary field days, going to your favorite class after a long day, meeting your friends in the hallway to walk to class together, getting the perfect seat in the classroom,
taking adventures to Waffle House or Sonic after football games and hearing the band play. These are all the moments that have made us who we are. Last year, as LE softball was on the run for state, the paint crew, the student section, and community support meant more to the team than most people realize. Without the energy and encouragement from everyone, winning state would not have been the same. We have all endured so much these last few years. They were uncharted waters with no one's prior experience to which we could learn from. As sophomores, we left school that March not knowing what was happening, not knowing what COVID was, and not knowing when we would see each other again. It was the important little things, like Zoom and virtual school, that kept everyone learning and interacting. And those virtual meetings and FaceTime that allowed us to keep in touch with the people that we could not physically see. We lived through a whole pandemic, and we got through it step by step. Living through this experience has taught us that we should never take anything for granted, even all those little things. The time with our people, in your favorite class, playing your sport, or any extracurricular activities, and everything in between. Every moment matters. The small moments you create for others through your actions matter. Just smiling at someone matters. Asking how your friend's day was matters. Mental health matters. Being there for those you love and those who love you matters. These are all little actions that mean so much. Everyone, everything, and every moment matters. Through each moment, these past 13 years have shaped and molded us into the people we have become thus far. In this exciting time, as we meet our next challenges and go about our future endeavors, I hope we never take anything for granted and that we cherish the memories, the time we have, and all the little things in life. Thank you.
Here we are, the last part of our high school career. We're done. We have gone through freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year, and just like that, we're done. We're done with the pep rallies, the student section, the spirit days, all of it. We're done laughing with Mr. Burris and singing with Mr. Caldwell. No more sports practices, band practice, or dance recitals. We're done with high school forever. And with all this ending, it's hard to acknowledge and appreciate that we're embarking on a new beginning. Even though it's sad to have come to the end of an era, we are given the opportunity to be grateful that we have come this far and that we have a very strong foundation on which to build. One thing I've learned from my high school career at Lugoff-Elgin is it's important to enjoy the journey. We tend to get so caught up in what we're aiming for and where we're trying to get to that we completely ignore the gift of the present. During high school, we would say that we can't wait for summer. We can't wait for the weekend. We can't wait for the bell to ring. But in those instances, we fail to realize some of the best moments of our lives were happening while we were in impatient anticipation of the future. We could not wait for summer, but now we look back on all the wonderful memories we had in the hallways and classrooms of our school in between summers. We could not wait for the weekend, but now we're all parting ways and some of us may never see each other again. We could not wait for the bell to ring, but we didn't realize we'd never be bound by that bell again. And I would be willing to bet there's some of us here tonight who would want to have one more day of school and would wish for the bell to ring just a little later. We get so caught up in what's next that we don't realize what's next will come, but we can't get back the moments we spend waiting on it. So in your future endeavors, may it be college, the military, a career, or anything in between, take your time, slow down, and appreciate every single moment that you're in because it will not last forever. When freshman year began, I'm sure most of us felt like high school would go on for forever. Talking about 4 years from now back then felt like it was a lifetime away, and here we are, finished with that lifetime. After tonight, we will officially be Lugoff-Elgin alumni. Scary? Yeah. Saddening? Yeah, but exciting. We have a big, beautiful journey waiting for us. We're all capable of doing amazing things, but this capability comes from our foundation, our teachers, our parents, our peers, and our community. Without them, we really would not have gotten this far. So look around. Appreciate everyone around you. Appreciate everyone in the stands. And appreciate the hard work that you've put in to get to this point. Speaking for the class of 2022, thank you, Lugoff-Elgin, for giving us all the best 4 years that we could have asked for. Thank you.
Lugoff-Elgin High School, class of 2022. Give yourselves a round of applause. You've made it. The day you've been looking forward to for the entirety of your school years has finally come. You're set to embark upon the next chapter of your life. As our school motto says, we expect that you will continue the legacy of excellence. But please consider your journey to excellence. The journey that you're about to embark upon is intended only for you. Please do not let anything deter you from accomplishing your dreams. There will be trials and tribulations. There will be peaks and valleys. With all that you have endured, you're prepared to succeed. Whether it is the impact of the pandemic, virtual learning, or about 30 earthquakes, you have survived. You have proven over and over again that you can conquer any hurdle that you are confronted with. Please remember those that have supported you throughout your journey, for they will forever be a part of your village. You entered the doors of Lugoff-Elgin High School to learn. Now go forth to lead and serve. Embrace the leader that we know is inside of each of you. For true leaders are not those who strive to be first, but those who strive and who give their all for the success of everyone. True leaders are the first ones to see the need, envision the plan, and empower everyone for action. By the strength of the leader's commitment, the power of everyone is unleashed. Never let any obstacle stop you from reaching your ultimate goals. I implore you once again, never forget who you are, but always remember whose you are. We will now have the awarding of diplomas to Dr. Shane Robbins, Superintendent of the Kershaw County School District, the Kershaw County Board of School Trustees, Dr. James Chairman, Mr. Todd McDonald. It is with great pleasure that we present to you the 2022 graduating class of Lugoff-Elgin High School. These students have met all of the requirements to participate in today's graduation ceremony. Thank you.
Mary Thomas Cristofaro. Faith Lee Youngblood. Emma Lee Williams. Jasmine Lene Glover. Erin Kate Belcher. Emily Marie Clark. Ronald James Ogle. Nicholas Richard Ross. Savannah Rose Mullis. Jacob Blease Campbell. Aaron Lee McCarley. Juliana May Willoughby. Tristan Alexander Wyckoff. Haley Ann Outlaw. Alexandra Renee Matthews. Banks Marshall Munn. Ellison Lauren Hodenshield. Christopher Manning Fry. Abigail Grace Nelson. Wyatt Webb Whitfield. Carolina Shasid Hernandez. Jayla Nicole Clark. Abriana Danae Rivera. Laken Marie Tidwell. McKenna Elaine Phillips. Alexis Grace Pittelkow. Isaac Matthew Jones. Morgan Raylyn Chavis. Ashley Louise Bellamy. Abigail Elizabeth C. Elijah Zane Sizemore. Camille Rain Bowers. Lindsay Elaine Smith. Cody James Robbins. Hope Marion Sowell. Landon Robert Saxton. Justin Campbell Guthrie. Preston Michael Childs. Gabriel Mark Bowers. James Michael Cato. Shannon Marie Lloyd. Zachary Case Munger. Jacqueline Gabrielle Martin. John Thomas Watson. Channing Thomas Legrand. Tanner Joseph Thornton. Marcy Jean Davis. Ryan Campbell McLemore. David Hunter Vaughn. Cora Ann Merritt. Ezekiel Griffin Messick. Daniel Isaiah Rowson. Daniel Michael Moshella. Arissa Lee Nelson. Noah Walker Barrett. Victoria Ann Williams. Hannah Jade King. Christy Romaine Gallagher. Zane Garrett Cato. Thomas James Thornton. Nakia Brianna Pugh. Damaris Dominguez Mariche. Virginia May Henry. Lisa Leanne Bowers. Madison Nicole Mobley. Cyrus George Pedraza. Mary Grace Parsons. Maya Celeste Grant. Orion Charles Baker. Haley Michelle Poulin. Nicholas Braden Furness. Nevea Lene Tucker. Sydney Nicole Branham. Dawson Vaughn Darrington. Tyson Leroy Taylor. Broughton Grace Gardner. Daniel Zavaleta Sanchez. Shane Joseph Richburg. Madison Rose Chafin. Grace Caroline Gunter. Colin Noah Lowther. Mackenzie Lynn Nelson. Carrington James Zymir Charles. Jillian Marie Angerhofer. Ashley Christine Sturgill. Eleanor Legree Thomas. Stephen Brantley Paget. David Ellis Therian. Russell Everett Hill. Owen Caleb Metzelfeld. Alexia Capri Crimley. Abigail Riley Boonsavath. Cheyenne Elizabeth Koenig. Jaden Blake Peak. Sydney Blaine Wagoner. William Joseph Gorlick. James Thomas Stroud. Logan Elizabeth Boone. Brooke Josie Jackson. Alexander Benjamin Anthony. J. Ketan Kumar Patel. Asia Nashe Bovan. Latham Scott Davis. Christina Kelly Wheeler. Caitlin Bay Arve. Jacqueline Amir Turner. Cassidy Erin Curry. Layla Marie Baker. Mitchell Scott Loudermilk. Mackenzie Marie Blankenship. Teodoro Delatore Pelayo. Gabriel Cole Boykin. Ileana Grace Fryer. Ryan Christopher Adams. Ariana Nichelle Allen. Chandler James Altman. Claire Elizabeth Alvey. Reagan Mackenzie Anderson. William Oliver Eugene Asiatico. Amy Kinsley Atkinson. Knowlton James Atkinson. Nathaniel Keith Aughton. Nevea Jeanette Bagley. Bethany Pearl Barefoot. Kiana Lachey Baker. Cameron Benton Lee Barker. Kinsey Rachel K. Barker. Kendall Joshua Barrett. Justin Duke Bedford. Kamora Monique Belton. Jacob Sherman Benton. Tyler James Bickley. Janiyah Latavia Blyther. Amber Nicole Boggs. Astasia Renee Bovan. Ian William Bowie. Sefton Kai Bramlett. Mallory Diane Branham. Teresa Brianne Branham. Brandon Paul Brazel. Amber Renee Brown. Austin Tyler Brown. Larkin Isabella Brown. Paxton Grace Brown. Gregory Antoine Brunson Jr. Kayla Mae Brunson. DeAndre Isaiah Bull. Holly Marie Bergert. Madison Paige Bergen. William Luke Burnham. Catherine Mary Burr. Tehaya Sakari Burton. Richard Alexander Buzzetti. Hunter Thomas Byers. Coleman Clay Cargill. Madison Elaine Cargo. Hunter Vaughn Carlson. Constantino Ramon Carter. Dylan Russell Carter. Braden Thomas Castles. Dania Alencia Kaufman. Hayden Lee Chansey. Damon Alexander Clark. Wyatt Caden Clark. Michael William Claiborne. Ariana Jolene Cleverly. Aaliyah Chantel Clifton. Tyshawn Christopher Cobb. Kaylin Lee Coker. Calvin Odell Kugler Jr. Kayla Yaki Ari Cook. Haley Madison Nicole Cooper. Shania Autumn Crank. Hayden Alexander Crowley. Trey Dwayne Cummings. Fred Cunningham III. Sarah Elizabeth Daigle. Ethan Zachary Darwin. Abigail Jane Dees. Tyleek Dejon DeJesus. Brian Diaz San Juan. Christopher Nicholas Diggs, Jr. Jalen Nicole Dixon. Tatiana Echeverria. Zachary Alexander Everett. Ayana Zemaya Fair. Jennifer Fang. Tyler Christopher Folmer. Dante Elijah Foreman. Michael Dutch Gillis. Haley May Gimber. Kyle Reese Glenn. Tyler Kayvon Elliott Glenn. Blake Connor Glock. Billy Dwayne Goins, Jr. Trinity Marie Goins. Kelise Tawana Graham. David Charles Gregor. Matthew Bryce Guest. Zaria Imani Guthrie. Isaac Goten Gutierrez. Abdul Rahim Hameen, Jr. Javen Wesley Hamilton. Kyler Hampton Hardy. Mackenzie Lee Harden. Keaton Riggs Harrelson. Samantha Rain Harrelson. Amaya Simone Harris. Raven Ayana Harris. Alexander Luis Hawes. Deasia Nyan Hayes. Vincent Alexander Hernandez. Delaney Marissa Hillman. Ashton Breon Horton. Caitlin Jeanette Joy Hudson. Shania Moshelle Hewitt. Kamari LaShawn Jackson. Alicia Jesse James. Hudson William J. Ashton Christopher Bailey Johnson. Julnisha Lumika Johnson. Delano Dejan Jones. Michael David Jones, Jr. Tanner Blaine Jones. Alexander Hudson Jordan. Kalia Lachey Kitt. Shania Mila Kitt. Brianna Lee Kelly. Allison Michelle Kelly. Madison Nicole Kelly. Darius Maurice Kennedy. Camden Matthew Levi King. Joshua Emmanuel Kirksey. Tyra Monet Lee. Ryan James Lee. Ian Axtell McKenzie. Jackson Wayne Mangum. Marty Marcel Manning, Jr. Destiny Danielle Martin. Trenton Tyler Mathis. Jelani Amari Mayo. Jaden Anthony McCaskill. Ellis Flournoy McGee IV. John Robert McIntyre. Emily Elizabeth Meadows. Anthony Lewis Melville. Tanaya Imani Metz. Kara Nicole Miano. Gage Michael Mobley. John David Monroe. Cedarius Avante Montgomery. Sean Gregory Moran. Summer Lynn Morris. Ethan Ross Motley. Joshua Marquise Murdaugh. Tamari Amante Murphy. Liam Alfonso Myers Flores. Savannah Marie Nally. Leo Joshua Niedermeyer II. Myra Rosario Nelson. Keith Kiani Lee O'Quinn Nichols. Massimo Anthony Parmasani. Edward Cobet Parnell IV. Ayana Unique Omega Pearson. McKenna Grace Perito. Carlton Anthony Pittman III. Alyssa Marie Plunkett. Justin Allen Potter. Harley Scott Potts Jr. Aiden Lee Powell. Robert Allen Powers Jr. Anthony Wade Rabun. Natalie Marie Rabun. Ashanti Martika Rains. Jaira Denasia Rainey. Leslie Susanna Ramirez Molina. Brendan Ray Reeves. Anastasia Elizabeth Marie Reed. Destiny Cheyenne Reynolds. Elijah McCrae Rippey. Treshawn Michael Samuel. Carla Lynn Sanchez. Aiden Lucas Scarpa. Aliyah Lorraine Scott Avila. Caitlin Elizabeth Seaver. Terry Joe Sellers Jr. Alex Tyler Shook. Haley Marie Short. Victoria Atalia Sims. John Charles Smith. Rebecca Lynette Smith. Sonoma Ray Smith. Colin Jacob Salto. Sarah Alexandria Stevens. Ilsa Levon Stepnevsky. Savannah Grace Stiltner. Belton Colin Stockman. Brianna Jewel Stroud. Maddox Ethan Sutton. Charles Marion Swain, Jr. Omarion Teron Swinton. Logan Jonathan Taylor. Christian Davis Teague. Hank Scott Tenley. Mackay Isaiah Thomas. Michael Thomas Thompson. Joshua Trevonte Tucker. Elliot Scott Volk. Joshua Eric Walker. Piper Alyssa Watson. Austin Sidney Watts. Owen Riley Watts. Waylon Marvin Watts, Jr. Joshua Ryan Weaver. Haley Gabrielle West. James Frederick Whitehead. Anissa Antoinette Williams. David Michael Williams. McKinley Chavis Turner Williams. Riley Austin Williamson. Cameron Alexis Wood. Emily Jessica Worthington. Kamaya Chantrell Young. Madison Ray Zila. Zena Monique Penn. Natalie Renee Bean. Anthony Christopher Michael Lancy. Wayne Paco Katakuten. Marissa Cadence Kirkland. Daniel Horace Fullwood. Asher Bradley Warner. Bradley Logan Ray. Elise Catherine Carrillos. Ayaka Higa. Abigail Faye Sample. Emma Mary Miller. Morgan Elizabeth Regina Duggan. Savannah Catherine Fish. Kaylee Jane Graffam. Valerie Paola Mejia Segura. Gavin William Faith. William Aubrey Kelly. Mercedes Ann Tetrick. Jaslyn Morel Mack. Colin Greg Humphreys.
Great job, Mr. Caldwell. Great job, as always. You did such a good job, you're going to do it next year.
Please stand for the singing of the Alma Mater.
Where's Mr. Johnson when you need him?
Hail to our school, our alma mater, LE1, and blue. And as we go our separate ways, as the years go by, we will always raise this song of praise to Lugoff-Elgin High.
All right, I'm gonna lead the, I'm gonna lead the march. Okay. Sounds good.
Enjoyed your speech. Thank you so much. I did too, and I've been here for 4 years.
Oh, nice. It's a beautiful school. They have high standards, clearly. They made me earn it every step of the way. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's also a fun place to go visit yourself, I'm sure.
No, we started at 7:30.
That's where it can be record.
I'm gonna go start at 8 o'clock.
An hour 10, though.
That's nearly,
I was surprised when people think that people go to second last year. Yeah, free. Yeah, free. Awesome. A lot of them will go for 2 years or even just one and get a lot of those elected. Oh, I have one guy can't do it still. Apparently you didn't listen to any of the speeches tonight. See where that takes you.
thank you. Great job.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I know I'd love to get a picture with all of you guys, but I'm not sure if we're going to take a picture. Y'all want to take a selfie?
Yeah, well, Corey's got long arms. They never ask you anything to say.
Okay. Quite long enough. Where you at, Rod? 2 stop? Let me try it again. Okay, that was good. 1, 2. There we go.
You got it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Gotta take pics or get my Hey, just needed you. Can you take a picture with my phone? Y'all mind taking a picture one more time?
Sure.
I'm gonna do a couple like this and we'll do tall. Ready? All right, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Awesome. Got it? Thank you.
Oh, you're so cool. Listen, Bill.